today I am going to review this new Tarte Color Vibes Amazonian Clay eyeshadow palette. I showed this in my haul video a couple weeks ago and I have been using it consistently ever since, and I love it. So first I'm going to swatch all the colors and tell you how I feel about it, pros and cons, blah blah blah, and then I will actually show you how I got this eyeshadow look today. So if you want to see that, make sure that you stay tuned until the end. Okay, so first of all, this palette is $46. It is limited edition holiday palette, and as far as I know, you can only get it on tarte.com. That's where I bought mine. I don't know if they're going to eventually sell them on Sephora and Ulta and all of that stuff, but for now, tarte.com. The packaging is super cute, and on the box it does actually say on the back with a little Tarte Works of Tarte Holiday 2016 and a to and from, so you could just, you know, do that and gift it to somebody. This would make a fabulous gift. It is a fairly large palette. I mean, you know, you can see that's the size of my head. That's the palette. It's not super thick, but it is definitely hefty. It's a little bit heavy and all of that jazz. The packaging is cute. So I keep getting confused because all over it says Works of Tarte, you know, like works of art, and all the names of them are like are to do with art. But then this is actually called the Color Vibes palette. I don't understand what's going on with the name there. But anyway, I keep getting confused and can't remember the name of this damn thing. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so it does have this giant mirror on it, which is fabulous. Mine is, of course, dirty and covered with eyeshadows right now, but it is a wonderful mirror, and I use it every time I use this. So there are 20 shadows in here. These 4 long, skinny ones are super pigmented and meant to be eyeliners, if you so choose to use them as liners. They are powder shadows. They're not like a cream or anything like that. And they do make excellent liners. You can either use a wet brush, or today I just used it dry and used a smudgy brush, and I love doing that. You could also use a nice angled brush, and it works great for that. One of my issues with the palette, this could just be me, is that in the pan they look a different color than they actually do on me. I don't know why that is. They're also described differently than how I see them in the palette, which I think is really weird. Like this color right here, Love Hue, they call a warm rose color, and to me it just looks very tan, taupey colored. It doesn't look rose at all. Okay, let me swatch them for you. Okay, so this is the first 8 colors. This is starting with Pixel, then Love Hue, then Different Strokes. Different Strokes to me feels a lot softer than the other ones, and it has more fallout. It just feels a little bit different than the other ones for some reason. And then On the Monet, which is a beautiful dark coppery color. And then Glaze for Realism, Color Vibes, and then Seascape is the last one, which is this wonderful tealy, sparkly goodness. I can't tell if the colors are really showing up on camera like they do in real life. Some of the colors are lighter too, so it looks like they're not pigmented, but they are. It's just that they kind of match my skin tone. And they laid this out in quads that are easy to use together. So like these 4 colors go really beautifully together. You have at least 1 matte in each quad. Okay, so then on this side we have Base Coat, which is a wonderful base coat color. It's a nice light creamy color. And then Medium, can you see these? Are they showing up? So Base Coat, Medium, and then this is a beautiful Degas, which is a really wonderful chocolatey brown color, and then Venus, which is a nice shimmery brown, and then Exhibit, which is a nice matte light pink color, Pop Art Princess, which is one of my favorite colors. It is a shimmery pink color, and I just love that one. And then Modern Icon, which is a great mauve-y transition color, and then Getty Up and Go, which is a great plummy purple. This might be my favorite quad. It has those pinky purple tones. Of course, I love this quad too. I love them all, actually. Okay, and then for the eyeliner, let's find another place to swatch these, shall we? Let's see. Okay, so here are the liner colors. This is Style, which is just a matte dark brown. Inked, which is a nice matte navy blue. Mosaic, which is a shimmery coppery color. It's a little like On the Monet. Where's On the Monet? Oh, right next to it. Okay, so there's On the Monet, and then there is Mosaic. You can see they are actually pretty similar colors. On the Monet is just maybe a little more red. And then the last one down here is Illusion, which is a nice dark purple. That is what I have smudged on my lids today. So you can see all 4 of those colors are nice dark pigmented colors. They all work fabulously as liners and as shadows. See, this is great. This is fun. Okay, so the pros and cons of the palette are as such. It is fairly large, if that's, you know, a consideration of yours. It doesn't bother me, and I love the Gigantor mirror in here. The pros are there are a lot of colors in here, and you get a good size of each one. You know, it's not teeny tiny ones. And I like how they're laid out. It's a lot of neutrals. This is a great everyday palette. The cons for me are that there aren't a lot of exciting colors, I guess. I mean, you have a couple pops of color, like Seascape and On the Monet, and maybe even Getty Up and Go, but there aren't a lot of fun colors in here, which is, you know, kind of depends on your style and how you like to do your makeup. For me, this is a great everyday palette, but maybe not a fun palette. Not that it couldn't be fun. There are some fun colors in here. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. One of the other things is, like I was saying, that On the Monet and Mosaic are very similar. Getty Up and Go and Illusion are very similar. One of the complaints that I've heard about this palette is that the palette itself smells funky. I haven't really noticed that. To me, it doesn't really smell like anything. Maybe if you get up really close, it just kind of smells like eyeshadow. Anyway, I'm not getting the chemically funk that a lot of people have complained about. I think it's a fabulous palette. I think for $46, you are definitely getting your money's worth. I know they value it. It's something like, I don't know, $5,000 or something ridiculous. That seems a little far-fetched, but I guess if you were to buy each shadow individually, it would add up rather quickly. But as far as, you know, being compared to other palettes, it's pretty on par. And I think that you do get a really nice selection, and you get a good amount of each color. I personally feel that the quality across the board is pretty equal and very nice. I really like it. The one color that stands out to me is Different Strokes. I talked about that when I was swatching, and it just feels different. It's a totally different texture than the rest of the palette, which all feels pretty much the same. I can wear these all day long, and they stay on my eyes really nicely. I don't get any sort of smudging or transfer. Even with using the shadows as liner, they don't end up transferring up here throughout the day at all. At least I have not had that problem. I certainly haven't had a problem with creasing. You do get a bit of fallout, so be careful of that. Some more than others, I feel. It's a nice all-in-one palette for me. You know, I don't need to use this palette and another shadow over here. I just feel like everything is in here that I need. It doesn't have a black liner, which is a little strange to me, actually. I feel like all of my palettes have a black for intensifying a look or using as a liner, whatever, and there isn't a black in here. You do have the dark navy and the dark purple, but not a black. But honestly, I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me personally. I don't know, I love it. I'm super happy with it. Okay, I'm gonna use base coat all over, just like a base coat, just to set my eyes and get a nice neutral shade down. It helps the other colors blend out a little bit better and sets any concealer or whatever I have on my eyes. Then I'm gonna go in with Pop Art Princess, this wonderful shimmery shade. In the pan, it actually looks like it's going to be more taupe, but on my eyes, it comes off really pink. And I'm just gonna pack that onto my lid. See what I mean? Doesn't it look super pink on me now? I don't know what the deal is. And then I'm going to use Modern Icon, which is a nice light gray taupey color, and just use that in my crease as like a transition shade. Now I'm gonna darken that up just using the same brush with For Realism, which is a darker gray tone color. And I'm focusing this color more on the outer edge. Okay, now I'm taking Color Vibes, which is a shimmery gray color, and just put that right on the outer V. Just darkening this up a little bit more without going too intense. I'm also going to take this shade a little bit under my eyes. This shade, by the way, does seem to have more fallout than a lot of the other colors, so just, you know, tap your brush. And I'm gonna go under my eye a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take my Sephora smudgy brush and go in with Illusion, which is this purpley liner color, and I'm just going to like press this into my lash line. This color is really pigmented, so it does make a great liner, but you could also use this as an eyeshadow. And it is also a bit shimmery, which is sort of fun. I'm just gonna pull it out into a little tiny wing, nothing crazy. And then just kind of smudge that along my lash line. I love a smudgy eyeliner. They're just so easy, you know? It's hard to mess this up because it doesn't have to be precise. Okay, Some nice smudgy eyeliner there. And then I'm going to take this pointy julep brush and I'm going to go in with Seascape. I love this color so much. It is so beautiful. It's this shimmery, mermaidy, blue-green, but it's kind of like on the dark side. I don't know, I just love it so much. And I'm just going to put this under my eyes for a little pop of color. Okay, you can't even tell what a beautiful color this is. I have this really, like, it's a sky blue from Cynthia Rowley eyeliner, and if I put that down and then put Seascape over it, it is the most beautiful combination ever. Okay, so that is my eyeshadow. Pretty simple and easy, and you can see how the shadows work. They blend out really nicely. They're pigmented, but not crazy. I do get a little bit of fallout, but that's pretty normal these days with all the high pigmented stuff. I just love the colors. I think that they're fantastic and they blend beautifully and work very well. I'm gonna put my eyelashes on and then that's it. If you would like to see more tutorials or get ready with me type videos using this palette, just let me know in the comments. I would be happy to do that and let you guys know how I've been using it. Also, if you follow me on Snapchat, you have seen me using this over the past several weeks as well. Also, let me know if you guys have this palette, if you want this palette, what you think of it, all that good stuff. I love hearing from you guys. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!